ese cholo.
All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep in between the lines. Got your load secure. Man, I feel much better today. I feel much better today. Son of a gun, dog. Last time I was live, I was tired, man. Dog, I was tired as heck, man. I'm feeling a lot better today. So I'm good. I'm good. So if you actually let me put the chats up. All right. If you guys notice, my background is a little bit different. I am now, everything is now in my bedroom. So I just kind of Mickey Moused it. As a matter of fact, this right here is not even well put up. Let's hope it doesn't fall. If it falls during this live, hey, you guys already know what time it is. All right. I did not put this up that well, although it's been holding. So I don't even know if I really want to mess with it now. Part of me is like, you know what? Just take it off and put it up there well. But if it's holding, Holmes. Yeah, I just kind of Mickey Moused it a little bit. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll do some more. I'm not really sure how much work I really want to put into it. But the the other background I had was in the spare bedroom, and that one I put a lot of work into that one. Right? That's when you I had like everything up and stuff. But here I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll go ahead and add something, that little blank area right there. But not too much. Not too much, man. So yeah, I'm in my bedroom now. So the spare bedroom was empty. That's when I had all this going on. But my bedroom, it's a decent size, so it's not like I'm really struggling for room here. But what's up to everybody? What's up, Andrew? Brown Cortura. What's up, Derek? How you doing, homie? All right. So when I was live earlier in the week, I was for one, I was really tired. I was like beat, man. I was ready, I was ready to pass out. And I did want to play a video, which is I'm sorry, not a video, audio audio. At that time, it was a video because I wouldn't be able to do audio at the hotel room. But here, we'll go ahead and do the audio, just in case there's any funny business going on. But I want to play this audio, or we'll go through this audio. Actually, I'm gonna play this audio all the way fully through. Okay, and then I'll go back, and then we'll break this audio down. All right. So let's go ahead and let's play this audio. I'm not going to stop it. It's going to keep on going on. And then we'll go ahead and we'll break it down. Homie, are you going to watch Hall of Fame football game tomorrow? I plan on going, and I'm not going. I don't plan on going. I plan on having it on in the background and everything. Football season is coming up. So before I get to the audio, football season is coming up. I share. I am co-host. I'm not the host. I am co-host to a football channel. The football channel actually belongs to my son, but I am co-host. All right. So he's Tony Montana. All right. I'm not. I'm the junior partner, but it's called The Pick Six, and we're actually going to start it, I believe, tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I believe tomorrow we're going to start it. I'm not sure if we're going live or if we're going to record it, but if anybody's into football, The Pick Six, I'm there 40% of the time, but it's his channel. All right. And he's much more of a nerd when it comes to football. Me, I'm more of the old school football fan. Let's drink a beer and let's cheer, and let's punch a punching bag or fight each other, man, or throw something at the TV. I'm not throwing anything at my TVs, dog. But you guys get what I'm saying. Him, he's more into like the numbers. He's like a straight nerd when it comes to it, dog. So what's up, party familia? All right, so let's go ahead and let's get to this audio. I'm gonna play it without stopping it. Without stopping it. And then we're gonna come back and then we'll break it down. All right, let's go ahead and let's check it out.
Something I've really been thinking about lately, dating as a single mom in her
First of all, can you guys hear that? Let me know. I don't want to be playing it and you guys can't hear it. Were you guys able to hear that? Just give me a little thumbs up. Somebody, anybody. I just want to make sure you guys are able to hear that. This right here.
30s is how much my perspective has changed.
You guys are able to hear that, right? I hope so. All right. Let's start it from the beginning. Okay, gracias, Artie. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Something I've really been thinking about lately, dating as a single mom in her 30s, is how much my perspective has changed on what I am looking for in a future partner. And the biggest one is I am looking for a father for my son. I am 100%. But I remember back in the day, I remember even saying and telling potential suitors, like, I'm not looking for a father for my son. I'm not looking for a father for my son. But now I'm like, that was the dumbest shit ever. Why would I have ever said that? Because number one, my son and I are a package deal. You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well. You know what I mean? And he needs a father figure. He does. And I want to be partnered with someone that my son can look up to, someone that he can emulate. I want to be partnered with someone that my son can look at and be like, that's the type of man, father, and partner I want to be. Right. And now I know that this doesn't apply to everyone because a lot of people do, you know, have children who have active dads in their lives. That is not the case for me. And thankfully so. I am super grateful that my son does not have his dad in his life. And I know that sounds harsh, like, because it's painful for him, right? Like, no one wants that. And like in a perfect world, that's not how it would be.
Okay. All right. Oh, dog. Oh. Okay. Who needs comedians when everybody's nuts already, dog? Who needs comedians when everybody's already insane? All right. Okay. All right. All right. So this generation dating is very hard to do. I believe it or not, dog. I've been single for a few years now. I have not gone out on one single date, not one. I have not dated at all, Holmes. Okay, and I don't plan to anytime soon. All right, so let's go ahead and let's break this down. Let me see. This Hannah looking for babysitting for her son. All right. Let's get into it because I don't necessarily. Okay, that's funny, but there are some things on here where I would say like, okay, you know what? She's smart here, but not here. All right. There are some things that I do agree with her on completely. And I'm like, you know what? Good on her. Good on her for this. All right. But then there's some other things where it's like, but all right, let's go ahead. Let's get through it. All right. Here we go.
Something I've really been thinking about lately, dating as a single mom in her 30s is how much my perspective has changed.
All right. First of all, dating as a single mom in her 30s. I don't know how old her kid is. If you have a little kid, I man. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Is how much my perspective has changed on what I am looking for in a future partner. And the biggest one is
Okay. What I'm looking for in a future partner. Okay. I just, this whole thing about like, looking for a partner, like what the, you know what? Check this out, Holmes. Like, look, I haven't dated, right? But if I date a chick and then she's all like, oh, do you know what? This is what I'm looking for in a partner. As soon as she uses that word, hey, date's done. Hey, bring the bill. And by the way, we're going Dutch. We're going Dutch. You pay for your own damn thing, partner. What's with the partner talk? What's with something that I'm looking for, in a partner? Unless she's not lesbo. She's saying a man as well.
On what I am looking for in a future partner. And the biggest one is I am looking for a father for my son. I am 100%. But I remember back.
Okay, here's the thing. Holmes. I think every girl, deep down, every girl is thinking about that. Now, most hyenas would not admit that. I don't know if I should say most, but I've heard this. What she's about to say right here.
I am 100%. But I remember back in the day, I remember even saying and telling potential suitors, like, I'm not looking for a father for my son. I'm not looking for a father for my son.
Okay. Man, homie, I've heard hyena. I'm not talking about me, like me dating chicks. I mean, yeah, when I was out there, years ago, dog, I used to be like a womanizer and stuff. But I would hear so many hyenas, dog, not just for me, but with all over the place, dog. Single moms talking about like, I'm not looking for a father for my kids, son or daughters. Like, I'm not looking for a father. And that always struck me as them having anger inside of them. But I truly, truly believe that every girl deep down inside knows that, yes, she actually is looking for somebody to be somewhat of a role model for the kids, right? I think probably more than anything, maybe on a financial basis, like, well, you know what, to help me financially. Now, I'm not saying financially is the end all be all, right? But I think that's a big part as well. I mean, depending on who you are, dog. I mean, I've been around some, scummy, low bottom of the barrel hyenas, dog. You know what I mean? They get fools homes that, vatos that got nothing going for them. You know what I mean? Dudes that just got out of the joint, vatos that just got out of prison homes, and they don't work, they don't do anything. They just stay home, dog. The hyena basically just has them there just so he could smash on her every now and then. And she's got all kinds of different kids, but I'm not going to that extreme. What I'm just saying is that every time I heard a girl say that, I never believed it, right? They had this attitude of this, oh, I need somebody for me, for me. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think you even believe that. Right? Like, yes, I get it. You want somebody for you, somebody that you're going to build a relationship with. I understand that. But don't make it seem like it's just going to be the two of you and you're cutting your kid completely off. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna. All right, here we go. And by the way, the way she's speaking, dog, I remember. Let's see. How does she say it?
Looking for a father for my son. I am 100%. But I remember back in the day, I remember even saying and telling potential suitors, like,
potential suitors. Oh, dog. tell you, dog. I like the choice of words that this Hannah's got going on, dog. You know what I mean? Not a man, a partner. If she's dating, she's looking at them as potential suitors. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did not do this the other day because I was too damn tired to enjoy this, Holmes. Okay. At least no daddy drama. That does exist. That does exist. It's unfortunate. I think, well, we could get into that in a little bit. All right. Here we go. Are you a potential suitor? Think about it now.
I remember back in the day, I remember even saying and telling potential suitors, like, I'm not looking for a father for my son. I'm not looking for a father for my.
She wasn't the only one. Almost every girl will say that. I don't want to say every single girl. I'm sure there's girls out there that don't say that. At least not to the dude. At least not to the dude, right? Maybe to her friends, maybe to her mom, maybe to, her cousin, prima's family, whatever. She's probably telling them the truth, maybe telling them the truth. Like, yeah, I need somebody for, me and my kids, but at least to the dude, she's not out there telling. Most girls, I believe, are not out there telling the girl, like, yeah, I need, somebody for me and my kid, right?
I'm not looking for a father for my son. I'm not looking for a father for my son. But now I'm like, that was the dumbest shit ever. Why would I?
Okay, good on her. Good on her for admitting this. And not only admitting it, but putting it out there, man, for other girls to not try to sell this lie, right? And I think a lot of times they lie to themselves so much that they start believing their lie, but yet deep down inside, they know that they're lying.
That was the dumbest shit ever. Why would I have ever said that? Because number one, my son and I are a package deal. You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well.
Okay. Let's get to. I want. Let's see. Let's repeat this again. All right.
I've ever said that because number one, my son and I are a package deal. You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well.
Okay. You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well. Okay. This is something important here. All right. What is so special? And I'm not saying this with malice. Okay. I want everybody to understand it. I'm not saying this with malice. I really am truly asking. What is so special to get access to you than to a woman that does not have a child? Oh, shoot. Let me see. Am I, did I freeze here? Let me know if I'm frozen or not. Okay, no. Looks like I'm going. All right. Okay. I don't know, man. My Wi-Fi looked like it went down for a second. Okay. All right. So what is it you're saying? The way you're wording it here, you do not get access to me, meaning her, right? Watcha.
That because number one, my son and I are a package deal. You do not get access to me without.
First of all, package deal. Package making it seem like it's a good thing, right? It's not really a package deal. I understand they word it that way so it won't sound bad, but it's really more of a baggage deal. Okay.
Access to me without taking him into account as well. You know what I mean? And he needs a.
So again, you do not get access to her or just any girl, right? That's thinking this way. Which I'm not saying she's wrong to think this way because I think she's actually woken up a little bit and saying she's gonna stop lying to herself and saying like, "Hey, she just needs a man just for herself and not her kid." Like she's waking up to that. But at the same time, if she's thinking like, "Okay, you do not get access to me without taking my son into consideration," okay, this when I say what, and I don't mean this with malice. I truly actually am asking, what is so special about getting access to you as opposed to a girl that doesn't have, as she put it, package deal, which is really baggage deal. It's not a package. Package sounds something like it's good. But what is so special getting access to you as opposed to a girl that doesn't have this deal? A woman that doesn't have kids. What is so getting access to you, taking your child into consideration, right? Or there's a woman that doesn't have a child, getting access to her. What is so special about you? Why choose you over her? What is the upside in this? Because I mean, that's how she's putting it, right?
One, my son and I are a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well.
Okay, you not get access to her like she is the prize. What puts her up more on a pedestal of a prize than another woman that does not have a child? And I don't mean that with malice. I do not mean that with malice. I really truly am asking. Like access to her is going to be more special than a woman without a child. Now, of course, personalities, we're not going to get all into that. I'm just saying, generally speaking, individually, I get it, man. You know what? She could be a great girl. It could be a great girl with a child. And there could be a girl that doesn't have any kids and she could a complete scumbag, right? But again, what is it about her or a girl with a child that, hey, you do not get access to me? Okay, well, if I get access to you, what's so special about that access as opposed to a woman that doesn't have a child? What is so special to do that extra work and get that deal, that baggage deal, as you talk about, to get that access? What is so special about that access? What's up, Ghetto Vato? She sounds, it's a good thing, right? That okay, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, hey, it's a package deal. I understand because you don't want to make it sound bad. I get it, but like I said, it's, if we're gonna be honest, it's more of a baggage deal, right? And by the way, there's many of relationships that have been that way, dog. You know what I mean? And they turn out very, very, very well. I know one, man, and you know what? He sees that kid as his own. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that this is completely wrong or completely off the wall. What I am asking is how she's saying, you do not get access to me without taking him into consideration. Okay, if I put in that work and get that access to you, what am,
you know what I mean? And he needs a father figure.
yes, exactly. Every kid needs a father figure, a good father figure. All right. Every kid does. All right. Daughter, son, they all need a father figure. They all need that man, some authority structure of a man in their lives. Okay. It's just not, oh, you know what? Dad's around or dad isn't around. And that makes the major difference. Like, no, it's not. Okay. It needs to be a good father. And I need to reset, dog, my Wi-Fi. I know this sucker is buffering a little bit here and there, so we're gonna go ahead and go through this.
He does. And I want to be partnered with someone that my son can look up to, someone that he can emulate. I want to be partnered with someone that my son can look at and be like, that's the type of man, father, and partner I want to be, right?
So good on her for realizing this. Good on her for admitting this. And I think every girl that's in her position actually really deep down inside truly feels the same way that she feels. They just don't say it. They don't admit it. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of them actually lie to themselves, trying to make themselves believe that that's not what they're looking for, that they're really just looking for a man or partner, just for them, right? When in reality, I really don't think that's the truth, dog. I truly believe every girl that's in her position feels like this.
I want to be partnered with someone that my son can look at and be like, that's the type of man, father, and partner I want to be, right? And now I know that this doesn't apply to everyone because
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you find yourself in her situation, there's nothing wrong with I think she's actually seeing the light now and saying that. That's why I said before, we started breaking this down. And there's things I do agree with her on, right? If she sound a little bit nuts, yeah, like, hey, you don't get access to me. Like, okay. Wow, how great is that access, But I agree with her in this sense. If you are looking for a man, not partner, a man, yeah, you do need to take into consideration, like, okay, this is going to be the father figure to my kids as well.
a lot of people do, have children who have active dads in their lives. That is not the case for me. And thankfully so. I am super grateful that my son does not have his dad in his life. And
okay, that part right there, that part's got you, dog. Okay, I don't know who the father of the son is, but she's saying she's glad that he is not in the son's life. So this chick already has her taste in men is really, really bad. Really bad. All right. Can it just be that she's just angry with him and doesn't want him to see to see his son? Possibly. Or is it that this dude's complete basura, like straight trash, and it's better off for the son not to have him as the role model? At the same time, this girl chose that dude, right? So it's a sad situation to be in.
thankfully so. I am super grateful that my son does not have his dad in his life.
Damn.
And I know that sounds harsh, like, because it's painful for him, right? Like, no one wants that. And like in a perfect world, that's not how it would be.
All right. So, I mean, she doesn't really say who the dad is or what's he into. Who knows? Maybe he's a big drug addict. Maybe he's abusive. Maybe he's this. Maybe he's that. That sucks. And in that situation, yeah, I guess it's better for the son not to be around the dad, right? It's you know, but she's she put herself in this situation. And it looks like she's actually coming to try to salvage her situation and see what's the best option that's out there for her. There's girls in this position, and like I said when she was talking about, like, when you get access to me, okay, what is so special about you? It's not a package deal, it's a baggage deal. Okay. And it can turn out great. It can turn out great. There are many relationships out there. There's many marriages out there where somebody had a child, they came in, they took them in, and a lot of times it's great, and a lot of times it's not. Okay. But this lie that I continually have heard for many years, when girls are single moms, and they say that they're not looking for a father figure for their kid, it's a lie. And maybe they don't even know that they're lying because they lie to themselves so damn much about it. They start believing their lie, but yet deep down inside, they know they know they do want somebody who's going to be there for their kids as well. And I mean, situations matter, right? I wasn't. I'm not with the mother of my sons. Situations definitely matter, but I was always there for my sons. I coached their teams throughout all their, basketball, baseball, football, all their little sports. I wasn't just like an every other weekend dad. I was there all the time. I always stayed close to my sons, man. Wherever they moved, wherever they lived, that's where I would stay. Let's see. Hmm. And to handle a used boat with holes in the sail. Let me see. Maybe she's might be all right, because you find yourself in situations like this. Maybe she might be wifey material. Yeah, maybe, who knows? Maybe she will. Yeah, because she got a kid, and it's like, hey, you know what? She got to be extra special to lure in a really good man that's gonna, take this package deal, as she put it, right? However, once somebody gets really comfortable and years pass, then they just let out. They just, they they're that extra special kick that they were doing is faded off. If that's not really truly who they are, right? Because they got super comfortable. So as she put it, you do not get access to me. Like, all right, girl, well, what is so good about the access to you as opposed to a girl that doesn't have kids like that? But anyway, man, let me see. Women nowadays don't want love, they need money. There's a song, there's a country jam. um Shoot, who sings it? Ah, crap, I think it's Trace Atkins. That sings the song "I'm Gonna Marry for Money." All right, hey man, I gotta go reboot my Wi-Fi. I knew I needed to do it. I knew I needed to reboot it, and I should have done it back in the day. Yeah, now it's different. Oh man, yeah. All right, we'll do some more on this on another one. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool video right there. Oh crap. Let me see. I want to end it right. Hang on. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get up out of here. As always, familia, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood makes sure you live. But loyalty makes you family. Till next time, this is Ed the Troll Trucker. Over and out.